Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mandy and I am inputting this in the beginning of this video because I kind of wanted to show you a really super quick happy planner haul, and these are a few things that I got. And as I go through my flip through here, but also the details, you guys are going to see quite a bit of these things. So I figured I would just kind of show you quickly some things that I got and just let you know that this video is definitely a longer video. I go through a lot of the information of like the details of my system. Now, I don't tell you the details of like every single little detail, but I do go into details on many of the things, and I know that this will be helpful for my Build Your Frankenplanner series people. And if not, I am putting out at the same time as this, a faster version of the flip through in case you just kind of want to see what's in the planner, which I totally get. And you don't have, 50 minutes to sit there and watch and listen to me flip through my planner and tell you all about it. But that is also available. And I just want to welcome you and thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoy seeing my planner and hearing about my system. Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy, and today we are going through my planner for 2022. This is a flip through of what I have put together, and I'm really excited that you could be here. If you like flip throughs, make sure you hit the thumbs up throughout this video at some point, because I need to know. I need to know what you guys like, and it also supports me a lot too on this channel, as I have been officially I started my channel, technically probably a year and so many months ago, maybe closer to 2 years, but I was not sure of what exactly I wanted to make this channel about. As with everything, even planners, I wanted to do it all, and I had to kind of narrow that down, and you guys and I have really come together to love planning. So I of course dabble some other things in there for you guys, and not does it get nearly as many views, but it's who I am, and I love sharing things that work for me. Or anytime I feel joy, I love to share that because I want to spread that joy. So but today is a flip through of my 2022 planner setup. I'm going to mention now that this will probably change. I know it will change. I know me, and there will be changes. There will be changes as things don't work. There will be changes as things need to be working. And I have been, this is an ambitious planner, you guys. So if you are following along with me on my Build Your Frankenplanner series, you know how I come up with how I want to organize my planner, because my planner basically organizes my my life for me. It's my goals, it's my journaling, it's my memory making, it's reference, it is how I get things done. It's a lot of different things. Now, I will mention there are times I don't use my planner. I know that sounds crazy, but the week of Christmas, there was just too much going on, and I'm not saying I didn't use it. I referenced back to it a lot, but I didn't even print up my weekly for that week. I'm trying to think, maybe I did, but I don't know. I didn't write in it, because sometimes there's just too much going on and I want to enjoy the actual present, but I always come back to getting in a system. And this is my favorite time to do that. So this is when I can be a bit ambitious. There are things in here that I strive to get to. I strive to track. I strive to plan ahead. And if it works out all month of January, great. If I need to take small steps to be able to plan in all these areas, then that's what I will do as well. But one thing I know for sure is I always have my catch-all section. So we have catch-all sections and we have other sections here, and I'm going to show you guys how I have set up my planner for 2022. So first thing, I actually have I'm going to try to explain what I have done here, but I may forget some things. So I did not do a setup video, you guys. If you're wondering if I did a setup video for this, I didn't. I couldn't have. I was sitting there putting this together like, how would I have ever done a setup video for you guys is what I was thinking, because I had everything laid out on my bed. I had kids downstairs, like my husband was home helping out, but it was, you know, it just wasn't ideal to film. And I didn't even know exactly what I was going to do until I laid it all out. And I still had some troubles figuring it out, because I buy some planners that are meant for example, meal planning. I've bought one for YouTube and social media, Etsy, stuff like that. So I had to kind of figure that out. I buy planners based on what I like the look of, based on what I think I could track better in or organize myself better in. So I will try to let you know what everything is as I go. But this is a big Happy Planner, disc bound Happy Planner. And this is, I can't even remember if it's like the sewing one, but it's just the cover. The actual planner of this, I am not using that just yet. The one that came with this cover is vertical, but I think it's called list making, where one of the sections at the top is like blank, and then the next one I want to say has lines with boxes, and then the bottom box or section has, I think, like a grid. And it's really cute, it's really pretty, but when I put things together, I just didn't really have a need for that as of yet. You guys know though that I don't worry about that, because I will probably find use for it later in the year or even next year or whatever. Like I don't just like toss them when I don't need them in the moment, because I might want to use them or figure out a way to use them later. Plus the planner is beautiful. So okay, here we go. Let's start flipping through. Now I have a lot of things still from my old planner, which was a 2020-2021 floral. I don't even know what it was called. It was so pretty. As you can see, like I really like neutral, like farmhousey type stuff, and that's what a lot of these tabs are. And I've just renamed them. Yes, this bugs me. I really don't like that idea, but I'm working on getting what are they called? A label maker, but we're moving in like 20 days and I'm not going to buy anything else to move. So eventually I will change those out to look nicer. Even label makers though, they just don't look as nice as that. But I also have like bookmark or tabs at the top, and I even have one at the bottom that I'll eventually label as well. But those help me to figure out exactly where to go for where I need to be if they're not on the side here. I like to keep a couple stickies at the beginning as well in case I need to put a sticky anywhere. So this says yearly right now, but this is basically my daily section. So here we go. I have my goals and routines page here. I have not yet filled that out yet, but I have it next to a year at a glance calendar here. If you are interested in this setup here, I have a goals and routines bundle on my Etsy shop that is linked down below. Check it out. It is beautiful. It is neutral, but like still has, you know, some color to it, I guess. And this is my easy, I say easy, but obviously coming up with goals and routines can be hard, but this is my easier 3-step process. And I don't mean 1, 2, 3, like this is just how many goals you can fit on here. You make your goal, you list your steps to make it happen, and you plug it into your daily routines. And I plan on having this in here for the month. And then each month I will create new ones. Unless I really don't need to create a new one, I can keep that there. And you guys, I just like double-sided taped it because I want to be able to easily take it off. And the inside of this tab is the monthly, like that I didn't need, obviously, that all happy planners on the other side of these are part of a month, which I really wish that they could just be the same as this, but it is what it is. So I thought this would be kind of helpful. I haven't really ever had a whole year's like this worth, or if I did, I took it out and I'm going to go ahead and use it. And then on the other side, and this comes with the bundle as well, all of this does too, these are just some encouraging words that I put together for myself. So it's kind of like a, what is it called when you put like a whole bunch of things on one? I don't know. It's kind of like a, oh, I can't think of it right now, but a collage. So I really wanted that. And then here is my planner routines. I will do a video going over this, but I needed a spot to have my planner routines. I actually may end up laminating this so I can keep it and actually check it off, because right now I'm not going to check it off once and never get to use it again. So this is something that I created because I want to be in here I want to start my day off like at page 1 here. Live fully in the season you're in. It is a daily reminder that I need. And then I want to be able to go over my overall like goals and routines here, have some encouragement here, and get going in the morning here. And then as I go throughout the day, like I'll go and check it for the afternoon, and then weekly I have my routines, and then at the end of each month I have a routine. So that's always probably going to be, it's going to be ever changing, but that's what it is for now. And then I have this, you guys know I love my lists, so I can just take this out and have different categories of lists. I'm thinking, like I said, this might last a month or maybe even longer, but I know my routines change depending on seasons, which sometimes is months. And I will narrow down my categories to figure out what exactly I want to keep track there of. So then I have some inserts from it's a classic size, obviously, recipe book, and it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I love the tabs and stuff, but the reason I have recipe papers or inserts here is because I think that these are such a cute way of doing a daily page. I love the black and white, the neutralness. I can just put a sticker over the pictures that stand out, for it to be a recipe thing. I basically do my Bible journaling this way. I like to write the day and the verse here. I like to write like my gratitude and prayers. I like to write a summary, or I guess it's like your observation and reflection or whatever of what I read in the Bible. And then the other thing I also wanted to start doing was going over what my day looks like, and just basically being super intentional about that. And I may use the other side, or I may just like shorten up my reflection. And, if it works, great. If it doesn't, I might just pull it out as a daily sheet, because on the daily, sometimes I need more room than I have in my catch-all, but typically I don't need it. We'll just see. So, and another thing I wanted to have this available for is if I have, every day I plan on having some kind of brainstorm session. So for example, if I think of a YouTube video and I want to write out some notes, this is like the perfect setup for that. So I really like these, and I'm so glad that I got the, I'll try to like put a picture of the planner here. But I got it, it's basically it's a recipe book. So all of it is full of these pages. So I didn't have to buy like a companion or anything. It actually, it has all of them. So, but I do love it for recipes as well, you guys. I already have a recipe book, but the pages are not as cute as this, or at least it's, the season I'm in with the look of that. So then I just have my like monthly here, 1-page monthly. I really like this for mapping out the month. I just put what is going on for me and my family. So, and then any lists, sometimes I'll write like next month or what I need to get. For example, my son's birthday's coming up. We're moving this month. It is a crazy month. So that is what that is. And then I ended up also getting a block pad, a shopping list block pad from Happy Planner. And I just think this is the cutest little like list maker. I thought, I do end up putting a lot of our groceries in our Walmart app like right away, because that just saves us time and everything. But I thought this was so cute. And I thought, oh, I can make lists of other things here if I wanted to. This is like a list makers page here. But then I was like, well, I can't cover that up. Those are so pretty. So we'll see if I end up using this for food items or not in my meal planning session, which I do have a meal planning section in here. But for now, I'm putting it here because what I'm going to be opened up to on the daily is my weekly catch-all spread here. I call it my weekly everything. This is also in my Etsy shop. I'll show you a blank one. This is the blank. So this is like how I set it up. Obviously, if you bought it, you could set it up however you want. But this is one side of it, and I open it to my weekly here. And then this is the other side. So as you can see, comparing the blank one or my next week spread to my current week, I love to decorate it. So I also got these, this pack. I just think they're so cute, from Happy Planner as well. In that haul, I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video. If I didn't, I got some stuff from Happy Planner like right before Christmas on sale. So this is my weekly spread. I keep track of my ongoing to-dos for the week here. Yes, I rewrite them every week if I don't get them done. It's just a way I hold myself accountable. I have my morning, day, and evening routine that go with my goals. So as I end up setting these goals up again for January of 2022, like these sometimes change each week. Like now we're moving, so I put pack and home care. I didn't have pack there before. So yeah, this is how I'm setting this up. I was keeping track of homeschool here, but I actually have a whole section for that. I may or may not still keep track of it there, but we're not schooling this week, and I definitely used this up. So that is my weekly, like day-to-day is what I call this section. So this is what I am always open in. This is the way it's opened during the day. Now, when I sit down and do my planning, I actually am going to assign different days in order for this whole system to be effective. I'm going to assign different days to plan different things for the next week. So basically everything behind this home tab, or pretty much, there's some things that are, but most of this is for pre-planning. So this is my catch-all section. And that you already saw the blank pages. And then I just have some like other random inserts here. Now I have my home section. So think now that this is all I really need if I just needed my day-to-day planner to get things done. I can even plan ahead with the pages that I do have there. But I also have a home section. Now I plan on sitting down and going over, do I want this here still? Yeah. I plan on sitting down and doing like goals and routines for my planning and stuff of this section of my home life. So these will be a little bit different than, my goals and routines of like the previous section or overall. Some of this you figure out as you go. So, but these goals, and I may not have 3, these will pertain to what I have here is my meal planning. So I actually ended up putting these tabs are from my, I want to say they are from either my recipe or meal planning. I got a recipe and a meal planner. What am I trying to say here? Companion pack, I think it was. And I can't remember, but the tab actually did not come with these actual inserts. I want to say these are from my companion pack. And this one is from one of the actual like planners that I got. As you can see, you guys, that's why I didn't do a setup video, because I was like shuffling things around. So what this came with was not this, basically. And to not confuse you guys, I'm not even going to go over what that was. So, but I pulled this out of a planner, and I pulled these pages out of a companion pack. And I plan on using this for meal planning. These pages will be for the month. And I've only gotten into this a little bit because, of course, I just set this up, and I'm a little late to the showing you my planner game. I know that. But whatever day I sit down and do my meal planning for the next week, I will, for example, if that was on Thursday, if that's when I plan to do it, then I will sit down and I will plan out next week. So hopefully that makes sense. And then whatever I end up planning for that week, when I go through and set up my catch-all here, so this is kind of more than a flip through, isn't it? It's like details too. When I sit down, I will go ahead and put the meals or dinner, actually, at least dinners, that I planned on here, and go from there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use this as like a little meal section, depending on whether I use this for homeschool or not. But so whatever I end up, let's say I, use Thursday, I write down what I plan on having for breakfast, I plan on having for lunch and dinner, and then, I have the snack ideas on this page because, it didn't leave room for that. But whatever I plan, if I feel like that on that day, I will either go here on the day, or on the week that I set this up, I'll plug it in. So that's my plan. Again, you guys, don't ever think that I stick to all my plans, but having the plan helps me to at least have like an idea and be organized. And it's, if you're a planner, it keeps you from even just getting anxious about something. So I did put February in here. Again, I just love the tabs, and I put February in here because I do plan on doing a monthly ideas planner while like January is happening. And I also kind of wanted to see if, I'm like testing things. I wanted to see if it was going to be too thick for me or not. So that's that. And then I continued with my reference section, which is a reference of my common grocery list items for all of my healthy snacks and meals, like lunches and stuff for myself, as well as breakfasts and lunches for the kids. So it's kind of like our basics of like the things, our repeat meals. I had made a meal rotation idea here. And then I do a lot of Beachbody recipes, so I wrote some of them down here in different categories. And I always do stuff like this, where I start off making like a page, and then, it's just like a page of ideas. And then I have a couple blank note pages as well. I made a FlyLady cleaning system for myself to reference to, because again, as I plan my home, I am going to plug these things into my catch-all section, because this is what is always open, and I might have a cleaning tab here. So whatever I need to get done cleaning wise and decluttering, and I'm actually adding packing to that list as well. So I will reference it here, as well as like whatever zone it is and all that kind of stuff. So I made that, and then I got interrupted, and I had plans for this, and I can't think of what the plans were at the moment, but that's what that is for, a lovely reference cleaning page. And then I also ended up making, this isn't really necessarily a rotation, but I ended up making like a fall/winter meal ideas. So if I just can't think of anything, or I just need to be told what we're having that day, like this is helpful. And sometimes I can't go through my like pantry and fridge and freezer when I'm sitting down to plan. I can't. If you guys have a baby or a toddler, you probably know this. They will follow you everywhere you go. And I have like a fridge in our garage that has some stuff that we don't necessarily need on the daily in our kitchen, or even when I go to the fridge in my kitchen or the pantry, you guys, like, they want food. And next thing I know, I'm like prepping meals, and I was supposed to be meal planning. So I always try to have like certain kind of meats, and those kind of meats help me with this. So I actually plan on doing a whole YouTube video on this. So let me know down below if you are interested in that video and how I do that without having to be in my pantry or fridge to meal plan. I know that's what a lot of people say to do first step, but it is not what I can do. And when I was working, I'm at work, I wasn't able to do that. So I know there's a lot of people who can't do it that way. I'm included, and that's my system for that. And I'm already just trying to start to think of summer meals. So as you can see, this is all in my home section. I'm going to create like a spring and summer meal as well. So, oh, and then this was kind of cool because I was like, let's put the top 3 meals that we all liked as a family, because that's a big deal to find out what you all like as a family. This is part of my Build Your Frankenplanner series notes. I definitely needed to just keep that there. Some of these things I just didn't want to take out yet. As you can see, we're not in this season anymore, but I just love it. Oh, and then these are my intentionals. I need to reference to this a lot. So every week I have a spot in my catch-all. I need to just, here it is, there's my tab. But I'm trying to show you guys the blank one. So I have this spot in my catch-all where I keep track of one item to do that week toward my intentionals, and I will end up putting it on my like to-do list here, probably this one for intentionals. So for example, if I need to do something specifically for my marriage, I want to cook a meal together. Maybe I picked that for that week. Like, and Friday is the day I plan on focusing on my intentionals, specifically marriage. Like, I will put that there. And I know it sounds funny, but usually I have it written here so I don't have to do a bunch of flipping. If you follow me here, you know that I hate to have to flip through my planner when I really just need to see something quickly. So anyways, that's what that page is. I have our family meeting page. I don't usually write a lot in here. I'm finding it's more like a guide, but I love having that in there. And just some memory stuff for the kids, a year at a glance. So like what's going on in the months that I know of. We've got our attendance sheet. Now usually this would be in homeschool, but the way I had printed it back in the summer was with this, so I just kept it there. So next I have my homeschool section. And I just love opening tabs and seeing my classic tabs in there. This is how I find that I can enjoy the tabs of, and if I'm saying tabs and you think it's called dashboard, I don't know, you guys. Tabs, dashboard, I'm going to say tabs, but sorry if that bugs you. But I love combining classic and the big, even mini, but this is how I get to enjoy the tabs. So basically when I flip to my homeschool section, I get to see the tab. When I was using a classic happy planner, I would flip and I would never see the tab. I never got to enjoy the tab. So that is why honestly, that's the biggest reason why I use a happy planner big. So I can still enjoy my classics. So for homeschool, I plan on doing, maybe not 3, but I plan on doing goals and routines. And I'm going to probably change up one of these for like and have our morning basket list, or our table talk is kind of what we have it as. And then whatever day I assign to plan out my homeschool, I'm going to go in here and I am going to plan out the lessons, make a list of things I might need to buy, or field trips, things we want to do. And I plan on using dashboard for that. I love the dashboard, but you will only find the dashboard in this planner as of right now. You're only going to find it here. So I know, crazy, right? But you guys know I change things up all the time. So you might see a dashboard somewhere else eventually, but this is how I'm going to do homeschool. Now, January homeschool, I'm going to tell you right now, because I'll probably be doing like a mid-month flip through for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to get to do much in here. We're moving. We have so much going on. We are still doing school, but it is going to be completely different than I'm used to doing with my kids, in the fact that we're moving and things are going to be boxed up. We won't have as many materials on hand. So I may have to do a little bit of a different version of what I'm used to. And you all know that when that happens, sometimes, like I said, the week of Christmas, I had to let like actual planning go, and I may have to let the actual planning, like the time sit down to plan, go. However, I know if I did sit down to plan, it would be amazing, because I'm going to write down ideas of things to do, and that is exactly what you need when you're living in chaos. But let's just, let's just see if I can keep up with that. But this one is from the sewing, this is an actual like sewing planner. So I do not sew. I would love to know how to sew, and I would love to add that to my list of hobbies, but with 3 young children right now, I just can't. But I did think it was the most beautiful planner. I don't know. It's so pretty, you guys. The tabs, the neutralness. I mean, that is, how much more neutral can you get? This goes with my planners so well, as you can see. Let's just look at the side here. Can you see that? The side here, like, and this, it just goes so well together. But I did think that this could be a cool page to use possibly for YouTube and Etsy. So I may end up moving this page. We'll see. It might, like, you can keep track of, costs or whatever, and then I can keep track of videos and write to-do lists. I don't know. We'll see. And then here I have an insert for our morning basket and table talk that I will end up transferring to my routines list, so I won't need this too much longer. And then I have some future, I made these on Canva, just seasonal 1-page monthly layouts. So if something comes up, I have the ability to write it down for future. Like if we have a meeting or something with his teacher, I can write it in here. Or I can, what I actually end up doing is pulling this out when the month comes, and it ends up going at the beginning. Oh, I was on the page at the beginning of my planner here. So that's where this one came from. Okay, so, and then we just have some homeschool pages where I keep track of curriculum that I'm actually using or wanting to use, how much it is, as well as like our Good and the Beautiful tracker. So then we have another tab. It says February. It is not February. This is actually my Bible section, and I know that because this is down here. But I like to go ahead and put my littlefaithblog.com, like Christian girls plans, Bible plans in here. So there's where I put my tab. And again, I took a tab from one of my undated planners. So you'll see like part of it doesn't really bother me, but, and then I just end up adding my Bible plans in here with some blank papers, which I need to add a few more blank papers to. And I just love this section. I'm actually going to end up calling it wellness, because my Bible is part of my self-care. It's basically like my time with God, and that is important in my wellness. So I'm going to call this section wellness. And as you can see, like I have another bookmark here, which takes me straight to my like health and fitness planner. So this is another extension or companion pack. Again, I don't know the names of them offhand, and I need to set this up for January, but it has a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with all of it every day, which is why I have I don't think I put it on in this one, but it's why I have my routines pages, my goals and routines pages. Okay, like, because I need to make sure that I keep up with this kind of stuff, and it is attainable. I just need to have it part of my to-dos, right? So on my catch-all, I will end up having, like I said, I'm assigning days to different things to plan ahead, but I'm hoping that I can keep up with checking in with myself on the daily, if not on the weekly. So basically my idea is that it's part of my weekly routine. So say Friday is when I plan ahead for my fitness and nutrition. I will check in with myself here for the week. So I will say how I'm sleeping for the week, if I got my exercise goals in, if I'm feeling stressed out, all of that lovely stuff. And here is my actual goals, because it came with this page. So and then, you know, just each month I have like a little page to write to myself. And my part of my goals, I'm going to go ahead and show you during this flip through, is work out and enjoy it, watch and track what and how much I eat, and to stay focused daily. So I wrote out what I need to do to work out and enjoy it. So plan the week ahead, do 2 to 3 15-minute movements throughout the day, set a timer for them, because if I can't do like a 50-minute workout, I can't do a 30 to 60-minute workout. Like unless it doesn't happen on the regular and I know consistency is needed, I can do 15 minutes, probably 2 to 3 times a day. And I'm hoping that'll keep my metabolism up and everything anyway, but have my equipment easy to get to and visible, because if it's visible, I will be reminded. Keep a tracker. And then I have different areas that I can go to for my workouts. Watch and track what and how much I eat. So I got my FitnessPal, keeping a tracker, stop eating meals partway through for 5 minutes to see if I'm full, basically. Try to eat smaller portions at dinner. Prep my veggies and smoothies ahead, which I'm so glad I actually already do that pretty much, but I need to put it in the plan. Plan meals a week ahead, and lay out my protein snacks in the morning. So I plan on using this for like, I'm gonna like plan ahead what my protein is gonna be, my movement and stuff like that. Because otherwise my 15-minute movement session will come up and I'll be like, what am I even doing? I don't know what I'm doing. You know, let me research on Instagram or Pinterest. And then, oh, you know, now I'm 15 minutes later, I'm distracted by something I thought I found on Pinterest, or I realized an email came in and I needed to take care of it, and I didn't get my movement in. So I'm going to try to plan ahead and assign a day to do that plan ahead. So that's what this is. I thought it was a really cool companion pack too. So came with a whole bunch of these pages, but I only put one in there. And I'm going to check in with myself on the weekly. Another thing I added to my planner was calligraphy. So in my calligraphy, I also have, well, I shouldn't say calligraphy, I'm calling it lettering, but this is where my YouTube and Etsy and Instagram stuff is going to be. So, oh, here it is. So you can see grocery list. This actually went with that planner in my home section for meal planning. Do you remember that? What was it, right here? Come on. Yes, it went with this. It was the next page that went here. So basically, I'm going to keep track of, I didn't put any headers here because I want to cover them up with stickers, but I'm going to keep track of what kind of videos come to mind for the month, homeschool and mom stuff, and then Etsy stuff. So that is how I'm going to like jot down ideas, and then each month I will reevaluate and write the list. So that's the plan for that. And then as you can see, this is another meal planning planner, super neutral. I love it. I just have to cover up these headers so they can be, you know, like this one's going to be for YouTube. I'm going to have Etsy and Instagram and note taking and stuff like that. So that's the plan for that classic size there. I'm just trying to think. I don't have a tab, and I think I need to get a tab because, again, I love opening them up and seeing the tab. So we'll see what I choose for that. But as you can see, like, this is the monthly, so I'm going to keep track of my YouTube stuff monthly and Etsy stuff here on a monthly. But then it goes into lettering. And I know that's kind of a weird combo, but I thought that, you know, I thought it was appropriate for me, because I also thought if I didn't want to do lettering, I would go ahead and do notes on videos and stuff. So I'm excited for this. I am almost done. As you can see, This is continued YouTube stuff. I'm probably going to end up getting rid of this because I already transferred that stuff to my other note page. I have stats and trackers here, more just like notes, Etsy steps, YouTube steps. So what I got to do in order to, like, if I sit down and plan things out, like, I can refer to this. So again, I'm going to end up putting this somewhere that's like easier reference. And then I just have a bunch of notes and stuff here for what, like some videos and my series going on, stuff like that. Okay, next is budget. So as you can see, I'm able to fit quite a bit in here, you guys. I can't fit more than 1 month, but which I usually like to do for budget. So we'll see how that ends up going. And you guys know I do not like bulky planners. I just don't like it when my planner's bulky. But we are getting close here. So again, another goals and routines page for my budgeting. And here is my January budget. It's blank. It's not set up yet. So I have a place to track my bills and our income. I have a place to track my different categories because every time I spend something, I have to put it towards something. So if we spent money on gas, it goes into auto, because at the end of, I have annual trackers, and at the end of the month and at the end of the year, I can see how our money has been spent. Like, if we spend a whole bunch of money in gas, like, I know that, and I know that to budget for it, if that makes sense. So a few different expense trackers, a check-in sheet so I can write down the week's wins, what to improve, and anything for the next month. This is new to my budgeting planner. I have a budgeting planner out there, by the way. It's in my Etsy shop. It's neutral, so it doesn't have any of the graphics, and it doesn't even have these 2 pages because these are new, that I do plan on putting out a newer one as we get into the new year. I'm just finalizing some things, and these ones are seasonal, as you can tell. So because they're seasonal, I basically need to make available like a huge planner, and I'm not sure about doing that just yet, but I'm going to have a savings tracker for like a challenge type thing for every month, and it's going to be monthly themed. So as you can see, this is winter wear. And then I'm going to be tracking our income to expenses every week. At least that's my plan, to try out to see if I like doing it that way. So I have 4 of these, maybe 5, 2, 3, 4. And then I have my annual trackers, which I purposely printed like this. And these come with my budget planner as well. But I purposely printed it like this so that way I can see an overall view of my annual, my big style annual, and then an overall view of the smaller sections. So like I plan on doing like fixed bills, variable bills, savings, categories, stuff like that. But these annual trackers are so helpful in your budget, you guys, because if you track every month, like I said, auto, gas was to auto, like you will see your trends. So these will stay in my planner at all times, and I don't have to print new ones of annual trackers. So the final section is going to be my intentional section and memory making. This is appropriate because we are moving and it is our next adventure. And I don't know how much I will get to be putting in here every week. We will see. It's kind of like, I know in my head, it's kind of like the last priority, but I just love writing down the different things that we have happen throughout the day. I like using this section for morning, afternoon, and evening, or just random things that have gone on and I want to take note of. I loved that it had something like this on each week. It's something different, but it's something that helps guide me in taking note of memories and stuff. And I just love the idea of it. I just need to make sure it's part of one of my like daily planning, and that's going to be hard. So if you guys have any tips on how to plan, like make sure you get into all the sections of your planner that you need to anyways on a daily basis, let me know, because as of right now, it is part of my, I'm going to go back again. It is part of my planner routines. So as you can see, I have my morning planner routines right here. And I think I need to, like, I have lettering and doodle here, but I think I need to add intentionals / memory making there. So I'll do that later. And then lastly, I have either reference pages or just some pages that I've created that I really do love and intend to use, but haven't been able to fit that in my daily system just yet, or even reference pages. I like to do these as my intentionals as well. I have a daily page in case I need to grab that, and my weight and subscriber tracker. I know, totally random to have a tracker for weight and subscribers, but I love my annual tracker. Okay, you guys, thank you for sticking with this video and me during this 40+ minute flip through, but I hope that you appreciated me kind of explaining my system as well. Let me know if you like these kind of videos where I do explain my system. Otherwise, I probably should have said this in the beginning, you could fast forward, or like if you didn't want to hear all the details and you just wanted a quick flip through, you could make my video go faster. I can't remember what that's called again, but and hit the thumbs up if you don't mind helping show appreciation and support for this video as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. We have a Build Your Frankenplanner series going on right now, and I am showing you guys my mom's Frankenplanner that we built for her. It is nothing as, you know, confusing and big as this. So it's awesome for people who are just starting to build their planners, because that's what she's doing. She only has like a personal, a work, and a budget section. And I show you how we have put that together. So check that out as well. If it should be posted. I can't remember if I'm posting this or that one first. So you guys, I hope you are having a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And let me know what your guys' goals, what you guys need from me in 2022 on this YouTube channel and in your planning. And I also would like to know if you guys would appreciate more like one-on-one help in building your planners. I just need to know that. Let me know. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye.